strong enough. I don't think I'm meant for you. I can't take your heart, 'cause we're not in love. This wouldn't be fair to you. And if we took this far, it's not strong enough. I don't think I'm meant for you. I can't take your heart, 'cause we're not in love. This wouldn't be fair to you.
Good morning. My name is Diana, and I am a 14th year teacher in the state of Illinois, and welcome to a couple of days in my life. So, today it is Monday, and it is the week of Thanksgiving. As you can see, my turkey earrings. Gotta wear those at least a couple of days to represent. Plus, today's Orange Day at my school, so we do it every Monday. So it fits perfectly. Um, so only a couple of days because we only have Monday and Tuesday this week, and then we're off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then of course the weekend. So we have 5 whole days for break, which I am ecstatic for. I'm looking forward to them, just because I just need a break. It's like, I know we get a break every weekend because we get 2 days off, but it is nice to have a couple of extra days to just kind of relax, because I feel like Saturday's like your relaxed day where it's like you don't have to get up as early, you don't have to really do anything. That you're normally doing on a work day. And then it's like by the time you know it, it's already Sunday morning and you're just like getting the Sunday scaries and you're just like, oh my God, what am I doing? I didn't have the Sunday scaries yesterday morning because my kids had a birthday party to go to. So I was kind of like up early, making breakfast, making sure we're good, stopping at the store to get their birthday gifts. And just kind of being there until like 6 o'clock in the evening. So I didn't really have the opportunity to think about Sunday scaries, but um, I would say like once I got home and I got settled, it was already like 7, and I was like, oh. So, and I didn't really plan all weekend. And see, that's another thing. It's like, do you want to plan on Saturday so that way Sunday you don't have the issue? There's not really much to plan this week, because some kids are going to be out of town, so you don't really want to do anything new. So me and my colleague were just talking about doing like review this week, and so I think that's what we're going to do. So like I was just looking for um, activities online that we could do pertaining to like for math, um, solving percent problems and then converting decimals, fractions, percents. And so I did find a couple on TPT that I think I didn't purchase them, but I like them. So I think when I get to school, I might do that and then, print them out and stuff. There was two. And so I was kind of going back and forth because one of them was like grocery shopping and then like them telling you, oh, you'll get 30% off of this price. And so, they have to obviously figure out what's the price that they're going to pay, which I thought was a little bit more simplistic and good because I'm like, oh, this is great because it kind of shows them the real life skill. Then I found another one that was similar, but it was like Black Friday deals, and it looks like a magazine, or they look like ads that the person, put together or whatever, and for like Target and Walmart, and it has a bunch of different things, and so it's telling you like how to, what if you bought this many or whatever, kind of the same deal, but the problems were a little bit more intricate in terms of like I think one of them was like I think you had to, oh shoot, I forgot. Well, I think it was $129 for some AirPods, and you were getting them for 99. And so they were like, well, how much would the percent be that you're getting off. And so it's just, multiple steps. And so, I mean, they've done it already, but I was just like, did I really want to get them like really, really like thinking, especially when a lot of them are probably checked out. My colleague, I texted her yesterday and asking her about we're supposed to do like a little mini science experiment today. Nothing crazy, but just like with a humidor. Oh, what am I talking about? Humidifier, something like that. I think where we're just going around and we're testing the air, like the water in the air. And then yeah, and so I had texted her and she was like, I'm already checked out. And I was like, I feel you, but still got 2 days. So yeah, so we're gonna probably do that, and then math review, and then for ELA we might just end up reading like another chapter or two, and kind of just doing that. Yeah, so we shall see. But I should probably be at school in like the next like 10 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes. So hopefully I'm there early enough where me and my colleague can kind of just talk about science today and stuff. But yeah, so that's all I got going on for today. And then tomorrow's going to probably be pretty much. Bye, guys. See ya. Have a good vacation. Greetings from inside the car. It is 3:29 and I am on my way home. I actually should be there to about 3:45, but I asked my principal if I could leave earlier because my boyfriend and my son need to go get a haircut, just for the Thanksgiving week, and he had scheduled it for like 5. But we live in the suburbs of, I guess Chicago, and he's going out to the city, and so it takes him about 45 to an hour to drive there with traffic, which I'm sure there'll be. But I don't know, maybe because it's the week of Thanksgiving, a lot of people are out. I had 5 kids out today. And so that was interesting because with 5 kids being out, and like one of them, I only knew about one that was going on vacation, and then the other 4, I guess they were sick. So I don't know if they're going to be coming in tomorrow. So that's kind of like a little like monkey wrench in my program, because I don't know what to necessarily plan, if I should plan to do certain things, but if they're not going to be here. And then another one of my students said she's not going to be here tomorrow. She's going to Georgia. So she's going to be out as well. So if all of those kids are out tomorrow from not feeling well, then they will be, then I'll have 6 kids out. So I don't know. It's kind of like up in the air. Ooh, excuse me. So I'm kind of seeing where that goes. My daughter, she actually has, they called me from her school and were saying that she wasn't sick. Like, she didn't have a fever. At least that's what the nurse told me, and that she didn't have any concern for her to go home, but that like her teacher was just like very, worried about her, because I guess she was just like very lethargic, and like I think at one point like fell asleep in her chair at our desk. And my daughter, it's not like my daughter, so she was just kind of concerned that she was just out of it. So but she was going to lunch at the time, and so I was like, well, maybe she just if she's hungry, maybe she'll eat and she'll like get some energy. I don't know. So we'll see. But my boyfriend is actually probably on his way to pick them up now. So, and then I think as soon as I get home, they're leaving to go to the city. But anyway, but yeah, today was good for the most part. You can just kind of tell that the kids are like checked out, like they're like ready to go. And so like, I mean, they weren't like disruptive. They weren't like, misbehaving or anything like that. They were just very like just checked out. It's like you're talking to them and they're just kind of like, so I already know that they're just like ready to like be out and ready to like start their break. So we have one more day. And then we are off for 5 days. I'm so excited. So I don't really know what's going to happen tomorrow in terms of like what we're going to do, like what I'm planning on doing. I know that we started doing that math game with the kids where we were doing like the groceries and stuff. And so some of them kind of understood it. Some of them act like they never did it before. So I don't know. I'm going to see if we can continue that tomorrow and complete it. And then I don't know. I mean, the kids all want to, my colleague was saying that her kids are like been begging her to do games, some fun games. So she did get a like Thanksgiving bingo for them to do. And I really wish I could do like I said, like a who done it play that I had, but I just don't want the noise to be so overbearing. So anyway, well, once I plan it all out and figure it out, I'll let you guys know. Maybe I'll check in later and kind of give you guys a rundown of what my plan is for tomorrow. If not, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow in the morning. I don't know if you guys noticed. So I do have this mic and I've used it before, but I've never really used it in the car. But then as I was listening I put my vlog for last week on, and it was just very muffled and it was just very like, I didn't like how it sounds. So I'm trying on the mic. So hopefully let me know how it sounds when you guys watch it, whenever you guys do, and just let me know if it sounds a little bit better than how it's been. I don't know why it's just been very like staticky and it's just been so off. So I don't know if it's my phone or I don't know what, but we're going to try the mic and see if the mic works. And if it does, then we're just going to keep going with it because, I want you guys to be able to hear me and have the best quality and not like, just, be the best that I can bring. So, all right. So that's all I got for you guys, and I'll check in with you, if not later, tomorrow. Good morning and happy Tuesday and last day of the week, at least for school anyway. So today's Tuesday and it is our last day before the break. We are in session today and we are done after today. And the nice thing is that yesterday we had the early day, and then today I have double specials. And so, so it kind of works out really nice because, I'll have the full morning, and then in the afternoon, it'll go by pretty fast with my double specials because my kids have art and they also have PE, which is good because they'll have PE from about 12:40 to 1:10, and then we'll be together until about 1:48. And then my art teacher comes in and she relieves me from like 1:48 to like 2:18. So by the time I come back, we probably have like 40 minutes before we leave. So I don't know. My colleague, I just told you guys yesterday, she was thinking about doing all this like fun stuff. And so I did find some stuff on TBT, not on TBT, on this other website called TeachStarter. That has all these like really cool like math games, and so some of them really don't pertain to what we've been doing in math, but at this point I'm like, math is math, and it is pretty cool. So like I'm gonna give them options to like choose which
kind of give them an option to choose like which activity they would like to do. So I think like one of them is just like a multiplication facts, and they can color it, and you know, it turns into a football. Then they also have like which is interesting because a lot of the ones, because I pulled in Thanksgiving activities, and a lot of them obviously came up with football. Sorry, hold on, I'm gonna look for some sunglasses because this sun is bright, and I know I have some in my pocket. Haha. So I'm gonna put them on. There we go. Yeah, so it was interesting because they also had an escape room, and the escape room was also like football related, and so it was just interesting. But I know Thanksgiving's like a big thing for fall, and you know, everybody on Thanksgiving watches like the football game and things like that. So but yeah, so it was like those two, and then I think there was another one football related where it was like what do they call them, like a tassel puzzle, where they have to like configure them out based on like the answer to the problem. So like on the side, if it says like 5 times 4, and then it has to match up with 20, and they all kind of have to match up. So it's a pretty interesting puzzle. So I think that'll be pretty cool for them to do. And then I think we're also going to do our review, because we do have a math test next week when they come back from break. So me and my colleague were just kind of talking about going over the math, so that way like they could take the sheet home and maybe study it over the break. I mean, I don't know, like how likely are they to do that? I don't know, but we're, you know, I'm hoping that maybe, you know, they'll have a free moment, they'll look at it. I don't know, we shall see. Only time will tell. But nonetheless, yeah, so I'm on my way to work right now. I ran a little late, just because we had I had to take out the garbage because today's garbage day, and yeah, it's pretty funny. So I was just thinking about that garbage day. So like in the suburbs, I never knew that you have to like take your garbage out onto the curb, and then like they come on like specific days. Like I know in the city they did come in specific days, but we had alleyways in the city, and so like most of the garbage cans were like in the alley, so you would just go outside and just throw out your garbage and not think anything of it. And then, you know, I don't know, whatever designated day, if it was Wednesday, they would just come and they would, you know, dump it out. But you know, you never thought about like taking out your like trash cans to like sit on the curb, and they come on this specific day. And yeah, so it's just funny to have to do that, and if you don't, you miss it for the week. So I don't know, it's just interesting. Plus it's also interesting that we have like our like the neighborhood, you know, that we have like our trash bins that are ours, that we keep like either in the back or in the garage. And like in the city, there's just like the big ones that are just outside, and you just take your garbage and throw it in there. You don't necessarily need to have like a garbage pail in your like possession. I mean, other than the one that's in your house, you know, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so I ran a little late taking out the garbage and putting out the recycling. That's the only thing I will say that I like about the suburbs, is that I feel like we do more recycling. In the city, we just never really thought about it. Like they started this like blue bag or blue can initiative, kind of like what we have in our neighborhood, where it's like a blue plastic bin, and then you just throw the recycling in there, and then you put it out and they recycle it. But they started doing that, but a lot of people, I don't feel like a lot of people used it. I feel like a lot of people were just like meh, and then they would just throw it in the regular trash. So, which kind of sucked. But at least I mean, over here it looks like they're very much into, you know, recycling and stuff. So I think that that's pretty cool. So anyways, yeah, so that's pretty much what we're gonna do for reading. I think we're gonna probably read I don't know, I think we're gonna try to see if we do chapter 7. It all depends on how many kids show up today. If I have the same kids that were out yesterday, if they're out today, plus the new one that's going to be out today, I'm not sure if that's something that I would do, because, you know, a lot of kids will miss it, and it's just, I don't know, it's just so difficult with not knowing, like, the kids that are going to be here, who's taking time off. And, you know, I mean, I just can't imagine that they would, you know, if your kid wasn't feeling well the day before, you know, and you only have 2 days, like, why wouldn't you just keep them home again? If, you know, just to make sure that whatever's wrong with them is okay. But I don't know, maybe they may want to come to school, see their friends before they head out. Who knows? We shall see. But anyway, yeah, so I'm on my way to school. I'll check in with you guys later, see how the things are going. But I am just so grateful that it is Tuesday and that our Thanksgiving break starts tomorrow. So let me know in the comments if you have the week off, or if you are one of those souls like myself who are working this week. Be interesting to know. It is Tuesday afternoon, 3:28, and we are out. Thanksgiving break, here we come. 5 days, 5 whole days of rest and relaxation. Well, let me not say rest and relaxation. Let's not go there. Hold on one second. Let me adjust this camera. Okay, there we go. It didn't adjust too much, but it was just kind of like slanted and looked like it was about to fall. So I just wanted to make sure that it was good to go. But yes, so today was a good day. My kids earned another feather. I had 6 kids out today, so that helped. And one of my kids that was out was one of my more, I don't want to say difficult students, but one that is like, can make the dynamic in the classroom a little bit more difficult. And so, yeah, so that kid was out. So I was happy about that. I mean, I wasn't happy that he was out, but it was more so like happy that it was more of a chill environment than me having to like be disciplinary for the last day of school. So the kids were pretty much checked out, though. It was pretty funny because they were just like, at one point, the art teacher, because we had double specials today, so that helped. She was like, they are just like blank slates. Like, I'm talking to them and they're just like blank slates. And I'm like, they are already checked out. And I could just tell, like, they were so cute though, because the nice thing about it is like, this is like one of the first schools, or at least that I've been with the students, where they're like very, they're very, you know, they're not very like, oh, we want to play games and games and games and games. I mean, they like Book It, but they like educational games. And like one of my students today, he was just like, can we, you know, read a story about Thanksgiving? And can we do like they want to do games, but it's not like, I mean, of course, they're like every kid that if I give them the opportunity to play regular games, they would. But it was more like they were okay with doing like Mad Libs and Wordle and, you know, like things where we're utilizing like, you know, some sort of like school knowledge. So that was super cute. We did a gratitude journal in Seesaw.
I am loving Seesaw. I've never used it really, and I know that a lot of primary teachers use it for the sake of, like, I don't know, it was always just a primary thing, and we would always use like Class Dojo or like Google Classroom for like our work and stuff. It's not that bright out right now. And so now, like, I'm loving Seesaw. I'm loving posting work that they could do. It's super easy, and it's awesome. And I've never, like, I kind of regret that I never really utilized it before. And now I use it all the time. I put like math homework on there, the reading log for the reading journals, and then today I found a lesson in Seesaw for like a gratitude journal, and I had them do like maybe 6 slides of like just something they're grateful for. And so for each slide, I had put like I am thankful for, and then I put like a little bubble, and I was like school, family, friends, home, life. And so they kind of just did like a collage. Some of them wrote stuff, but like most of them did like just pictures and collages of like their family, their friends. One of my students actually like put up a picture of her actual house, which was nice. So it was just really cute, and they all shared them, and it was just a really nice day. And I'm grateful that we had such a great day. As you see in my video, I took down my turkey. I don't know if you saw like the pan of my room. I have my Christmas tree up. I'm going to actually I've never done this before. And I said, Miss Katie in elementary kind of got me into doing the turkey feathers. And I thought they were so cute. The kids really liked them. They were very creative. So I think we're going to design ornaments when we come back, so we can have ornaments up on the tree. And so I know that some people don't celebrate Christmas, but I think everybody in my classroom does. I don't think there's anybody in there that like doesn't celebrate it. But of course, if they don't, then I will definitely not have them do an ornament, because I don't want to like offend anybody. But I think for the most part, everybody in my class is okay with it. So we'll be doing that when we get back. But all I'm doing right now is I'm heading home. I'm driving home. Tomorrow's my boyfriend's birthday. I'm going to give him his golf lesson. And then the kids is picture frames that they made for him. And then I think we're just going to have dinner. His mom is going to come over with his sister, and they're going to cook dinner. And it's just going to be a nice day. And it's going to be a nice week, the rest of the week. And I can't wait. So thanks coming along with me on these 2 days that I know were very, very unproductive in terms of you watching my vlog. But I hope you got to enjoy and just see, what it's like, the 2 days before like the actual break. And I know I didn't show much footage of my kids, but like I said, we weren't really doing anything that had sustenance to it. So I just didn't want to, have my kids just kind of being around. So anyway, but yeah, hopefully you guys have a great holiday, great Thanksgiving. I hope you get to spend as much time with your family, and everyone is so happy to see everybody and everything goes well. I pray that you guys have a fabulous break and weekend. And if you don't have a break and you're somebody that follows me that's not a teacher, I still do hope that you have a great holiday, and that day off that you at least get for Thanksgiving is a blessed one. So, but yeah, we'll resume this next week. Same time, same channel, same vlog, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye.